early 1990s, at 2:17 a.m., the nursery light at 5:08, North 2nd Street flicks on. The EMF meter dies. A camera crew has cameras rolling. 3 stuffed animals are arranged to sit in a circle that no one made. The baby screams. The spooked family dog refuses to cross the threshold. And minutes later, red letters of MC are carved across a man's chest, filmed in real time. The question is, what's doing the writing? Later, I'll play you the uncut nursery audio evidence that the camera crew captured with turning paranormal skeptics into insomniacs. Our story today is on the Sallie House, but we will focus on the Pickman's experience of escalated paranormal activity, of where a camera crew documented bizarre events. The origin story of the Sallie House comes from a mid-1800s legend of a frantic mother, a 6-year-old doubled over, a rushed appendectomy surgery, too much anesthetic, and a little girl's death that came too soon. But here's the problem. There's no record of a girl named Sallie ever living or dying here. What we do have is a doomed family, the legend and multiple deaths within these walls. But this isn't about a myth of a ghost. It's about repeatable, strange phenomena you can check against paper and tape evidence.
Spent a great deal of time trying to determine which cases are worth investigating and which are not, and I think this one is.
What are some of the more common signs of a haunting? Things that show up here as well as other cases you've looked into?
Well, one of the things I was intrigued by were the bears that were found in the middle of the room. And they went out of the room and they put the bears back. They came back and one bear was found in the middle of the room.
Like poltergeist?
That's right. This suggests a very playful kind of experience. And we come across this a lot. People take their clothes out, they get up the next morning, they're back in the drawer again. Just playful type phenomena.
You think this family is at threat, in danger?
Well, I think there are different types of things going on in this house. I wouldn't think there's one explanation. The bears appearing in the middle of the room is a playful type poltergeist experience. But the scratches on the man's stomach and his arm, and according to his testimony, he was yanked out of his bed. Those are pretty terrifying experiences. And yes, I'm a little concerned about that.
Our story starts with Tony and Debbie Pickman moving in with expecting their first child. The house that they moved in seems normal, until it isn't, when ghastly occurrences started happening. Lights dimming and ceiling fan, chains swing with the blades off. The landlord comes by to check the wiring, but nothing's wrong. One night, the nursery light comes on. 3 stuffed animals sit upright in a circle that no one made. The Pickmans reset the toys, turn off the lights, and go downstairs. Click. Lights are back up. Stuffed animals are back in the same circle. One night, sometime after midnight, noises of footsteps sprinting up and down the stairs are heard. Tony thinks at the family cats and walks out in the hallway to get them. Instead, a freezing gust charges at him from the stairwell. Then, the sound that makes adults feel small, the sound of children laughing, but there is none in the house. Other disturbing events are objects beginning to float, and candles lighting themselves. Temperature drops so sudden in the house, you can see your breath in July. Electronics glitching. The TV changes channels on its own. Radios blare static at 3 a.m.
Welcome to Sightings. I'm Tim White. Recently, we brought you the story of a Midwestern family that's been plagued by bizarre haunting activity. Well, from our initial investigation, the videotape that our sightings crew brought back was unlike anything we'd ever seen before. We brought in renowned ghost investigator Al Rober to join our team, and along with the crew, Al and I went to meet the family.
Hi, how are you?
The family wishes to remain anonymous. We're using pseudonyms here and concealing the father's identity.
Word gets out. A skeptical TV crew arrives, sweeps the space, locks down access, pre-checks skin, and returns for repeat visits. If the place is truly haunted, they want to catch the anomaly on camera. What the camera crew witnessed are fires starting on their own. Not wild, but selective. A doll on the stairs scorches in specific spots, as if heat blooms from inside. The crew documents the pattern. Then, physical contact. A human bite mark appears on Tony's leg. Clear dentition. Then the scratches. Deep red, sometimes bleeding, often appearing where he couldn't reach. Under observation, welts rise in real time. Scratches etch across his torso like letters, surfacing from beneath the skin. 2 initials, M, C, matching Michael C. Finney, the house's builder. Tony sees a little girl in a white dress at the basement door, face frozen in terror. Later, he follows what looks like Debbie in a maid's dress into an empty room. At night, the walls murmur. 6, maybe 7 voices under the paint. Another night, the little girl reaches for his hand. He pulls back. The voice drops to a growl. The body drops to all 4s and changes. Melted flesh, worm-like strands. Not a child, a mask. Tony reports that he feels the house is giving him intrusive commands. Urges to harm Debbie that vanish when he leaves. One morning, after a blackout, he returns to find their cat killed. He seeks therapy. Clinicians find no clear cause, but distance from the house helps most. At the top of the stairs, something slams Tony into the rungs, snapping wood, as if hands try to flip him over the banister. Within 3 weeks, they're gone. A new tenant moves in. The landlord later finds the basement vandalized. Names, symbols, a pentagram on the floor, bricks missing from the back wall, a dark cavity exposed. As promised in the beginning of the video, there is one audio that stands out. July 20th, 2018. The podcast Astonishing Legends places a voice-activated recorder in the nursery, leaves, and later publishes the file. It's public. Some hear random noise. Others hear distinct, contextual voices. Headphones are recommended. Tell me in the comments, what's the first clear word you hear? Let's give the best non-paranormal explanations their due. Dermographism, skin writing, can produce fast, linear welts under stress. Suggestion and environmental factors can create shared experiences that feel supernatural. But here's what the skeptics can't explain. The consistency across decades, the documented physical evidence, and the fact that phenomena occur whether people believe or not. Dozens of teams have investigated. The activity continues. So what's your verdict? Is the Sallie House proof of the supernatural, or is it the ultimate case of mass suggestion and fear? Drop your theories below, and if you want more chilling investigations, hit subscribe. Because at Interest Peaks, we don't just tell ghost stories, We dig for what's real.